Well, as luck would have it, my luck, the ring and pinion in the new axle are 373 gears, and the ones in my original axle are 410 gears. So I get to do a ring and pinion swap today, which wasn't on the schedule. I thought we bought a 410 gear truck or axle, at least that's what the guy said. But it is what it is. I got a good housing, so we'll make it work. It's got all the parts I need. I fall into that category of if I had any luck but bad luck, I would have no luck at all.
Hey, when you get time to drive that truck out there,
Yeah.
those times look like it might did AC work and a turbo and an EGR look.
Yeah, somebody did a ton of work to that truck.
Well,
$14,000 backlash. That'll work. My pinion are in good shape. That's annoying. Comes. This thing weighs like 90 pounds. Drop it on your foot, Rich. Wrestling a spider monkey. This is gonna hit the ground. Oh. Ding. Oh my god, that's heavy. Not horrible. I've seen way worse. Oh, this is one of those jobs that starts out as, you know, it's going to be a big job, but then it turns into a much bigger job. That's what we do. On that thing for a while. See, we get this off with the seal cord. I've actually dulled this one down so that it doesn't gouge the housing is bad. But there we go. Seal's seen better days. Let's pull the pinion out. Almost there. I'm gonna be sore tonight. So I pulled out the pinion shim. This one's a 50. The old one was a 54. So we're going to put the 50 thou shim in, set our backlash, and go back together. Well, I got my main caps torqued down to 200 foot-pounds. I got 7 thou backlash, which is what they call for. Go ahead and glue my cover on. AAM 11.5, which is an upgrade from the 10.5s. These were used in all sorts of stuff. Glue. Managed to do it without getting it all over myself. That's good. I made a heck of a mess today and yesterday. This is one of those jobs that just keeps going. Feels like it takes forever to get done. Alright, let's slide this thing out of the truck and get it bolted down. Ouch, that hurt. Jack stand that'll fit. Wing. Well, if I can get the angle of the dangle right, which is easier said than done. I think that's it for this side. Target acquired. Got some new U-bolts. Get the U-bolt installed on this side. I can set the spring in its perch on the other side. Use all the best parts from both axles to make one good assembly. That's what we're doing here. I'm gonna sleep really good tonight. Don't be fooled, this is a lot of work. Oh, winter. Bring it home. I was under here the other day and I noticed that the perch, the helper spring isn't here in the back. Like it's completely left the chat. I'm not sure it was ever installed. Looking at it, I guess there's a little bit of a haze there from where the thing must have been there, but I don't know why it would have left unless the bolts broke. Who knows? Let me go find squirt. I want to put a little oil on those. Then I will tighten them down. Oh, we're getting close. Hey, Squirt, how are you doing? Let's make sure our other side gets locked in before we get too out of hand with this side. But now I can take the jack out from under the pinion because the bolts will hold it from rotating, so that's good. I'm probably gonna have to loosen up that other side. I got a little ahead of myself. Ouch! That was my shin. Ooh. Hey, she went home. Good for you. Which means now I can tighten the other side. Because I'm on my alignment dowel on this side. Cool. Get my jack out of the way. Oh, so glad we found an axle that was the right width so that I didn't have to cut the spring perches off and re-weld them on. Would have stunk. Been a lot of extra work. In the end, I'm just happy we found correct axle housing, correct AAM axle housing. So my spring perches are in the proper locations. Takes all the proper parts. It's looking like I might even get this done before it starts raining. Although now that I said that, it'll start raining. Alright, thank you, Squirt. Let's tighten this guy up. U-bolts are in their perches. Put the park brake cable on and my brake lines. Let's get those done. Oh, let's get my drive shaft hooked up because that's way under there. Oh, poop. Did that. So apparently I should have had my U-bolt straps where they needed to be before I did that. Well, that was dumb. Do that on the other side too. Oh, shoot. Guess I'll take that loose again. Oh, got it. Oh, goodness. Got it. Tragedy averted. Well, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I forgot that the park brake cable on this side's a real bear to get on. So, I took the backing plate loose so I could get it stuck back on there. Just one of those things that you have to get on a very specific way or it won't work. It's not hard to do, but with the leaf spring in your way, it's not possible. So, put our bolts back in and then we'll gauge our cable through its holder. It's time to hang some rotors and hub assemblies. Hasn't quite started raining yet. I have spent half a day yesterday, all day today working on this. It's just one of those jobs that you just got to keep after, keep going, one bite at a time. This jack's actually sunk into the drive here, into the parking lot. This truck is probably a little bit over what its rated weight limit is. So I should probably go ahead and get the fluid lift going and start putting some gear oil in this thing, because I think this thing's going to take like 5 quarts. Let's tighten down our backing plate. And then we'll go find us a hub. You got to put new axle seals on it. These axle seals go on dry. It's a 2-piece seal that basically seals inside of itself. They work pretty good. Problem with them is you can only use them once because they destroy themselves when you take them off. So, I guess that's good for the seal manufacturer. Used to just run a lip seal, but these shoulders would get messed up or they would rust. The rust would intrude onto the gasket surface. And then you were out of spindle. I am tired. Another bite. Alright, both part cables are installed. My brake lines are mostly installed. I got a couple bolts put in on the other side. The drive shaft bolts are tight. All of my U-bolts are tight. All of my backing plate bolts are tight. Let's finish up my last couple of brake line bolts. And then we'll move on to hub installation. Looks like I wasn't able to beat the rain. It's alright. See if I can sink this jack into the asphalt any more than it already is. Grab some gear oil because I want to pre-fill this hub a little bit. Oh, come on, fingers. Come on, fingers, start working. Our day's not done yet. Alright. Alright, so we tighten this down till it's snug. 52 foot-pounds is the spec. New rear axle seal. This hub actually has new bearings in it. And I I got to build one more hub, but I wanted to get this one on and the tires on. So I think it's going to start raining pretty hard. That feels like it. Take it off a full turn. Tighten it up by hand. And we're going to take it off. That's pretty close, but I'm going to take it off one click. These bearings get hot and they expand. We want them to have a little bit of room to grow, especially since these guys load this thing to its absolute max. Retainer ring is in place. We can clean this off, put a little RTV sealer on it. And this side will be ready for tires. I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Not used to doing this heavy stuff like I used to. Caliper bolts. Home stretch. Except that one's not going to cooperate. Let's try a different bolt. It's probably not the bolt. Drive it home. All right, let's check our fluid level. I think we're good to move forward and flood our bearings. My Mighty Vac has not stood the test of time. I have to fix it because it's leaking and it won't push the last amount out. It's frustrating. I'm just going to grab a quart and squeeze it in there because this thing's not working. This guy came loose. I fixed that. Now this guy's leaking, which is the relief valve. Redunculus. I'm tired. I'm sore. I'm finished putting fluid in this. I'm going home. It's raining. I'm wet. Oh, Lordy.
With that, Rich went home. Wheels went back on, drove it around, made sure everything was copacetic, released it back to the customer so they could go make some more money with that big truck. This kind of stuff is not fun, it's not flashy, it's not sexy, it's not exciting stuff to be able to watch, but it is legitimate automotive stuff. A lot of times it's not really apparent as far as why we videotape the things we videotape. And this one especially, it just shows that this is the real work that happens, guys. This is not like YouTube world where we're making a bunch of money and we're building $100,000 hot rods, and you know, it's all smoke and mirrors and going out to SEMA and all that kind of stuff. There's very few shops that make a living on doing purely just hot rod stuff and race car stuff. It's the daily drivers, it's the fleet trucks, it's the things that you've got to do, that you've got to keep on the road, that pays the bills, that keeps the lights on, that keeps people employed. And that's exactly what that job was. It was a bear. We did not have a good time doing it, but it needed to get done, and our customers back on the road making money with it. And that's how this job is done. So anyway, thank you for making it this far. We appreciate it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. We'll see you on the next one, whatever that may be. Take care. Bye-bye.